Hello everybody, this is Phantom2502 and welcome back to another episode of Satisfactory 1.1, my progressive build tutorial. In this episode, we are going to build steel production right over here, get our steel beams and steel pipes online. We will eventually have coal coming in on this line once it actually gets over here. So stick around and get you through your steel build. First though, we actually do have to unlock steel. And on our map, we do have that outcrop of sulfur that we saw. So I think we'll get the outcrop first, and then we'll unlock a bunch of stuff in the MAM and get our steel from the research. All right. Now that, oh, well, it didn't go up completely, eh? Yeah, well, it did get up here. I guess I didn't really press forward there, so maybe a little bit forward I gotta press while on the jump pad. Now, we saw that outcrop somewhere down here, right? I think a little bit this way according to things. Is it there? Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, let's get this one. Alright. Hopefully this doesn't... it hurts a little bit. Not the end of the world. See, there's our coal coming in. Alright, now let's unlock... where is it? Basic steel production. We'll select the milestone. Let's see, what can we put in? We need quite a few things. Alright, let's get ourselves some wire. Let's say 1500 should be enough. We need rotors and modular frames. Hopefully I have 150 rotors stacked up by now. Not quite. Close though. 50 modular frames? Yes, we do have that. Well, that's good. Alright, I guess we'll have to do maybe a little bit more manually. Yeah, okay. We're only doing 2 rotors per minute. It keeps up most of the time, but obviously we're using a little bit more than that sometimes. Alright, so let's maybe build 12 here on the craft bench. Rotors. What do I need? Screws? Apparently. Okay. We'll need 12, so let's get a 500 stack. Get ourselves some rotors. We could get more automation in these things so we wouldn't have to do them manually, but I find I strike a good balance. Getting more rotors would make a much more complicated factory. You need a lot more power, you need more biomass early game. I think for the little bit of inconvenience we have to manually, it's not worth it.
Milestone reached. Coal and iron can be combined in the foundry to start steel production. Project part number 2, the versatile framework, can only be created via automation, not at a crafting bench. Delivering these to the space elevator is essential if we are going to complete phase 2 of project assembly and save the day. Fix It and humanity is relying on you.
Alright. Unlike last time, let's actually get the next thing we want loaded up. So I usually try to go for this advanced steel production as the next unlock, mostly because it gets this miner Mark II unlocked. Especially if you're in areas where you're a little bit limited on iron at the moment, then it'll help boost and double the amount that you can get. So at the moment with steel production, before that you still need about, what, 240 iron. Most places you can find that in the area with the nodes you have, but some places have 180, so you might have to go a little bit outside, but I try to get Mark II next just for people that aren't able to find enough slugs to do the overclocking in their area. It gives them the option to double it, so it's a good time to do it. Since now these things aren't running, might as well fill them up. Let's see, if I just do one of those. Now, these are all not running. As you see with the fuel here on the left, it's not even moving. So, for now, it's not going to do anything. I don't really tear down my biomass. I just keep it the way it is right now. Reason being, basically until we get batteries, this is like emergency power. If we accidentally build over what our coal power plants can generate during our builds, then this will kick in and give us like emergency power for a bit until we can get enough coal power plants going. So I don't like tearing it down. It's like our emergency power. But as you see, it doesn't operate unless the power needed goes above the power generated by the coal power plants. Okay, so next I guess we'll check the MAM. Actually, wait a second. There's maybe a few things in here we can do. Obviously, we get a few more Caterium ingots. I don't know if that's could even get us to be able to do anything. 11. Oh yeah, true, biomass. Alright. I'm going to put a stack of 200 in here, just in case we need it for... There are a few things that need biomass for building. So, as we saw with the jump pad landing, so we'll just keep a stack of 200 for just in case. I don't like doing this, even though it's very good conversion. Yeah, let's convert all of our enemy stuff into protein. Because we can maybe get some unlocks with them. And we killed quite a few enemies on our exploration. Alright, power shards. I guess we might as well. Actually no. We'll only do power shards, convert from slugs to power shards, if we need to. Reason being is, later on in 5.6 we have a way of doubling a lot of that. So, if we need power shards, we'll use power shards. That is an alternate to Mark II to get the miners going. I usually use them in miners early. So, yeah, maybe we'll do it by power shards instead of Mark II. It is less power intensive, so it saves on power. But, as I said, depending where you are, you might not get as many slugs, which means you might not, be able to have the power shard. So, coming in the Mark II as the next unlock is still a good idea. Alright, let's see what kind of things we unlock here. 50 more rotors. Yeah, I'd want to. That needs steel beams, so that's going to be in a bit. Ugh. Oh, wait a second. Can I even get this? Oh, 45 out of 20. Okay. For some reason I thought it was 45 out of 50. Okay. Maybe we'll just do the rotors manually. It's not a big deal. Alright. Obviously some more screws. Need 50 rotors. I'm going to have to go back for more screws, I think. Get some more rods while I'm at it, I guess. Okay, let's get some rods. A couple stacks. Another stack of screws. Some rotors. Just going twos? No, I guess not. Alright, let's get it up to 50 and do our MAM unlock. There we go. Alright, so this will give us medicinal inhalers.
Research completed. The protein inhaler can restore health in the eventuality that you have been carelessly damaging fix-it property.
Alright, so this needs like 15 DNA capsules. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, summer sloops. Yes, we got one of these. So we can do scanning now for them.
Summer sloop analysis completed. Summer sloops are somewhere between battery and conduit, harvesting energy from pockets of space with complete disregard for the rules of the space-time continuum, and distributing it into its connected ecosystem. This energy,
Let the energies harvest until the waves reach our shores. Consume.
similarities to the hypothetical force of dark energy to potentially be one and the same. It can now be tracked by the object scanner.
Alright, so we have a few unavailable nodes down here. So I guess we really need to find this SAM stuff. SAM resource is the only thing where there's no outcrops whatsoever on the map. The only way to get some early so that we can scan for it is either to find a node by chance or get a bunch of lizard doggos, which will give you some SAM sometimes. Probably in the next few episodes we will have to get a little bit of a doggo farm. Maybe get like 5 to 10 doggos, and then hopefully, luckily, use them to get the 10 SAM we need to get SAM as a scannable resource. Because I don't like to do too much things luck-based where I have to just run into a SAM node by chance. Unlocking the scanning is a good idea, and SAM gives you a lot of good stuff, so it will be worth it. Here we have 11 of 50. It's still need to do things for it. Oh yeah, mycelia. That's new research. Let's get that done.
The mycelial networks of these fungi possess unusually resilient hyphae, which show potential for making a strong but lightweight natural fabric. Additionally, it has similar medicinal and pest control applications to mycelia on Earth.
Alright, what's next? Oh, we got fabric, but we need 100 biomass, which is also part of the reason we kept this. Alright. Mycelia, we'll get this fabric going.
Research completed. Fabric recipe unlocked. New mycelia research available.
Alright, so what do we have here? Here we need stators. We don't have that unlocked yet. Here we have nobelisks. We also don't have that unlocked yet, and apparently more biomass. This needs polymer resin. We can't do that. We just unlocked fabric. Yeah, we can't get that. Steel pipes, we will be doing that in a little bit, but for now, can't get it done. There's a hand equipment slot for a bit of fabric and rotors, but that's a lot of manual building. Yeah, we get in this parachute, cables, and some fabric. Can we make 10 fabric? Oh, and there's a biomass to mycelia recipe, but it's pretty horrible. Alright, it was 10 fabric, I think, right? There we go. Alright, parachute.
Parachute unlocked. Fix-It appreciates your willingness to descend rapidly to perform your duties, but damaging Fix-It property is a breach of contract and will have unpleasant consequences. Improve descent efficiency by combining the forces of gravity and drag with a parachute.
Alright, I need... what is this? 20 more fabric? I guess. Make 10. But we're going to run out of biomass. Turn mycelia into biomass, but there isn't too much around where we are. Oh yeah, might as well just turn wood into biomass. Can't do anything else with that. Alright, let's make some more fabric with that. Alright. Oh yeah, parachute. That's what we wanted. There we go. And we can equip our parachute. It's our first back item. I guess I can show you what it does. We'll go up here. Alright, and instead of using our jelly pad, we'll go up and just like double clip space, and you'll get your parachute. And it allows you to come down slowly. C to let go, double click space to get it back. C to let go. And that's how you use your parachute. Very good, because now when we drop off of high spaces, we can land safely. So, very useful technology. Alright. Hand slot. We could get one, I guess, but don't feel like doing 100 rotors at the moment. I think we'll get that later. This we can't get till later. This we can't get till later. Same there, and same there. Okay, let's look further in the tree. Barrel nuts.
This fruit, dubbed the barrel nut after its distinctive color, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available. This fruit, dubbed the paleberry due to its tendency to stay light in color even when ripe, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available.
Alright, let's get the bacon egg gorilla.
This mushroom, dubbed bacon agaric due to its uncanny resemblance to raw bacon, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available.
Alright, so each of these 3 nutrients are added to the object scanner. For now, I guess we can't go any further. We need steel pipes. Alright. Anything on the slugs? Oh yeah, we got 1 purple slug, and we just need 25 modular frames. Do the purple power shard unlock. Get those.
Research completed. Purple power slugs seem to be near the end of their life cycle and have a significant amount of potential energy stored. It is a good thing Fix-It does not waste. Purple power slugs can now be processed into power shards.
Alright, and the last one on here needs time crystals with that 100 time crystals, which is a technology that you're not going to unlock till tier 9. So that's going to stay undone for a long time. Alright, here, if we get to these Blade Runners, it would be nice. Let's try that.
Research completed. Silica recipe unlocked. New quartz research available.
Although we should concentrate on the research first. I mean, the Blade Runners would be nice, but we'd have to convert to silica manually. As long as we get the Blade Runners before we get to Tier 5, Tier 6, and we'll be doing exploration between when we're done Tier 4. A good, serious exploration. Not just a little local one. So let's go to the other side and see what we have.
Research completed. Quartz crystal recipe unlocked. New quartz research available.
Alright, this needs a lot of silica. Silica modular frames. Need some quartz crystal for this. Quartz crystal and rebar. Alright, what's further down the tree? Ooh, explore a vehicle. That's neat. And priority merger, which can be pretty nice too. So I think Blade Runners might be the next thing to get. Let's see, how many... I don't think I need any raw quartz anymore on the tree. No. Let's maybe convert it into silica. Okay, so 3 to 5. Alright, well... We're starting to get there a little bit, but we'll have to find more outcrops or find a node. Alright, what about here? Alright, let's get black powder.
Research completed. Black powder recipe unlocked. New sulfur research available.
Alright, so this we can't get for a while. This we unlock if we find more sulfur. That's not done till Tier 5, Tier 6. We need some steel pipes for this. And a little bit further. Okay. Alright, so I guess a lot of things need our steel pipes online, so let's get that going. Oh, yeah, what buildings do we need for this? Let's put it in. The foundry, that's a new building. It's going to smelt 2 resources together. So to get steel, you need iron and coal, and they'll make steel ingots. So we'll need 2 of these. And we'll need 2 constructors, 1 for steel pipes and 1 for steel beams. And obviously, apparently need rotors for this. Let's see, anything else? How are we doing on our supply of iron plates? A little bit. We might be able to pick some up. There we go. Okay, so we got enough rotors. I have to build some foundations, so let's get a stack of these. A couple stacks of these. Hopefully that'll be good for a bit. Alright, now you have a choice. We could build our foundries right here, but I usually build them for closer over here. It's your choice. You can build like from middle to left or where I'm going to right. The reason I go usually there to right is later on you get a nice steel alternate recipe that includes iron ingots, and eventually in Tier 5, Tier 6 we do iron ingots in refineries. I usually put my refineries over here, so it makes it closer, I guess. But I mean, you just have to run the belt a little further, I guess. It's not the end of the world. Alright. So leave this one out. Default R for Zoop. We'll have that go. I think this will be maybe a corner. Build a few of these. That should be hopefully enough for now. There we go. Put our foundries facing the other way. Maybe a little bit out like there. And there. Alright, steel ingot. Each one takes 45 coal and 45 iron. At the moment, I only have 60 iron coming in. And we're going to be able to take 60 iron out of this belt over here and move it over. Obviously, we have to do a 120 belt, so... Alright, so we're going to have to put these up on different lines. Is this... Okay, yeah, we'll line it up. So it's going to be 2. Yeah, we'll go up 2 here. Alright, and got a bunch of stuff there. Alright. Let's get some of these done. So we're going to need to change this to level 2 belts. So we'd have 120 coming down. And this one, if it's pure, it's 120. If you're not on pure nodes, then, you know, split it appropriately. But we need 120 coming down now. 60 is already being used for our modular frames at the moment. And then we're going to have to split off 60. Just erase this for the moment. I'm going to put one over here for now. Oh yeah, Mark II belt. Let that one go here. Put a splitter. Try to line it up. One this way. Reminds me. Just want to kind of get rid of that part. I can do this manually myself. Into there. Okay. Right. Alright, we'll put some iron back in there. Alright. That'll have 60 go that way, and then we can have 60 come out this way. Yeah, there's going to be some belt crossing at the moment. Remember, a lot of these lines are going to be temporary, which we're going to clean up after getting smart splitters, so there eventually won't be a cross there. Alright. But for now, this keeps things simple. Move that over there. Move that up. There we go. Or I guess you could switch these and keep the coal on the bottom and put the iron on top, and then maybe it wouldn't really... I think it would still probably clip, but not as much. Alright, anyways. Okay, that's our 2 lines. So now we have things coming to them. Now we need our splitters. There we go. Zoom tight. Now. Okay, still does that. That's good. Alright. Oh yeah, power. That would be a nice thing to do. Where's our power pole? Here? Yeah. Okay, we'll bring that over then. Hold on. Isn't there already a power pole? Yeah, there is, right here. Okay, duh. Alright, we'll bring that up to there. Bring this one to the middle. And get these two things online. I know it says 45, we only have 60, but, you know, they'll produce a little bit less. I guess we could use a little bit less power and just put 30 for them. For now. There we go, and that'll be 30 a minute each. Alright, so now what we want to do is put a splitter on this side. And then our constructor for steel pipes. We're going to need another merger, so maybe somewhere there. Let's have a little bit of space. So steel pipes need 30. Now we do have 30 coming out of here, but for the moment, remember, eventually will be 45. So 15, 15, 30. We'll take 2 and put them in there. So we'll put a merger near it. Now, kind of wondering whether that's enough space or not. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Alright. Alright, I can still access the belts. Alright, so that'll be that. Eventually, this is 45. We'll have 60 come in for beams, which is 60. So this will be perfect long term. Right now with the 30-30, it just means we'll be producing a little bit less of them. Now we could calculate that to see how much we need to underclock these. Let's get them online and actually working first. Alright, so 30 divided by 3 is 10, times 2 is 20. 20 divided by 30, like 66.667. There we go. Now, so that one's 30, plus another 10, 40, so this is 40 out of 60. So same thing, but we just do 10 a minute down here, and that'll work. So now we have 10 beams per minute, and 13.3 steel per minute, pipes per minute. Now we just got to get that up to our storage, and we'll be good for that. And we'll end the episode here because we're already at 34 minutes, so. You know what, I've already done containers and stuff, so I think I'll just do that off screen. So basically what I'm going to do is just, off screen, is just bring the belts up to our storage location. Beside those 2 sets of bins up there, we'll add 2 more sets for steel pipes and steel beams. But I'm going to do that off camera. Just because, I mean, you've seen me do it before. I don't think I really need to do it in the tutorial. Anyway, I'm Phantom2502, and next time we are going to start getting our sulfur and caterium mini builds up and running and start our way to getting to smart splitters so we can get rid of all this mess and make sushi belts. Anyway, I'm Fan of 2502, and see you next time.